as per people's request, I am doing a tutorial to show how I boxed in the head, or covered it in, without making a mess. Some tutorials, like matrices, show how to make the top round, but it's by pinching it, and I didn't find it very too useful. It helped to start out, but I had to change it because it looked a little messy. So basically what I've done here is, as you can see, it was round. Actually what I did is I followed matrices tutorial, and then I cut around right here on the top part of the head. Basically kind of cut out a square, because when you cut out for the mouth, for the mouth inside, it makes it so it fits on you a little bigger, because your mouth and nose go through it more, or go through it in general. So you kind of have to make it a little smaller. So, because I haven't actually made one since these, and these, mine and the other one I'm making, this one and the other one I'm making, are both start out the same way. I don't know how to actually go about it without doing the matrices one first, where you just started at least. Alright, let's see here. So basically you follow her tutorial, do the head, and you cut out for the mouth and the nose, kind of like a triangle sort of, and then you just kind of move it around so you can get your mouth in there. I'm trying to think. And you want to cut it out so the chin is, you can't really see in there, but I guess room for the chin to sit on. At least that's how mine ended up. I don't know if it was later on when I was adding the other foam that it kind of ended up that way, but yeah, there's like a little place for my chin on there. So anyhow, so that's for the sides and stuff. So like I said, you might have to cut out the little square of it, and then what you're going to do is probably on the back, what you're going to do is you're going to have to find out what's good. Usually you need a helper, but I mean, you can do it yourself. I think I did mine myself. You need a pen or something to mark it with. And then you kind of, I know I have this here, which I pretty much had to do, because if you don't, it's gonna, you're not gonna be able to get your head in there, because it gets tighter, and obviously your neck is smaller than your head. But okay. Anyway, let's see. So, alright. So I'm following Mitch's tutorial, and then you make it smaller. Basically, around the back of your head is where you want, you know, that's like the largest point on the head, so you wrap it around there like that, and then you make like a V cut to make it kind of conform to your neck, or just kind of make it smaller where your neck is. Hopefully that'll be a big help to some people, because it took me a little while. And you know, you can make multiple ones, because just one doesn't always work. There's other ones, like one there and on the other side, and it's kind of like it's hard to find out where exactly you need your V cuts. This right here is a piece. It went all the way from here back, because I was actually going to go, well, let's see, this piece was actually going to go to the back, and I was going to have like steps to basically make it kind of like a dragon would look, with just overlapping scales. But it looked better this way. If you look at my old, actually I don't know if it's in my old ones or not, my tutorials or my updates, but anyway, I cut it back, and as you see here, it kind of cut this one to a V, because it had to, you know, do a V out this way to make it smaller up here, excuse me. And then of course you cut this one to fit, and this one's pretty much straight across, and then goes over, and then you kind of fill it in from there. Make a couple pieces like right there, and this you kind of like fit and form to it, and then I cut, and there's a small cut out there too, because it was too much. I mean, it was kind of poking out a little bit, so I kind of did another little V cut there and pasted it together to kind of get it roundish. Let's see. That's pretty much it for the head. I mean, I did it for the top there. I did it for, and then I guess I did that first, this part first, and then I did this part. And of course on the other one I actually closed it all the way up. This one there's a little bit left underneath there, but I mean it's not a big deal. I don't need to close it because it's going to be covered and it just doesn't matter. There's a couple of V-cuts on the side right here somewhere, I believe. But those are cut. I don't know, I think they may be cut up there. But anyhow, those are cut to kind of like where the foam molds around the head here, it needs to be in further. So you have to do the V-cut, kind of bring it in more. And that's pretty much how I did the top of the head and the back of the head. As far as this, like I said in my other tutorials, I'm probably going to have to cut it out a little more. I just don't know how it's going to look, and I just haven't got around to it yet, and I just kind of cut out that little more. I'm still going to cut out some more and change it a little bit, and let's see. I don't know, I don't have the design yet for the face. Or the body, of course, but I want to trim it up a little bit and kind of figure out what I'm going to do with certain things like this. If I'm going to bring it out to a point or something, or make some kind of design out of it, or leave it like that. And I don't know, there's a few more things I want to do. I still need to spray paint the horns. I'm almost thinking about going and painting them a color, but just because otherwise it looks kind of bluish, and I don't know what color I'm going to go with, but if it doesn't go with it, I might need to change it. I just don't know. The epoxy that I put on the other set is very durable, and I'm afraid if I put regular automotive paint or whatever, one stage or two, that it's still going to, if I hit anything with it, eventually it'll start coming off. And of course, I wouldn't be bad because I could always replace them. I can always make another copy of these horns, but to get back in there and re-glue them down would be very difficult. I was actually thinking about making them detachable, so that way I could just interchange them and change the actual horn style sometimes. But that was more of an afterthought, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. I can't. I mean, it's going to be too hard to figure something out. I was thinking about it, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe in a later design or something I can do it, but right now I think I'm happy with this. I really like these horns off my original design, which I never intended to actually be printed out, but I did it. And yeah, as far as the rest of how I did this, I may make a tutorial sometime later if I ever get it finished. But as of right now, that's what you're getting. Thanks. Bye.